Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Giants are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Texans, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run again with Foreman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
You got him. You got him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Foreman. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And finding Fedorowicz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Play clock winding down. On the toss, here's Foreman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try the air now with Simeon. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Simeon. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Here's Beckham. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Detroit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Matt. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Mack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, what are we going to do and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Simeon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Beckham the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Mack on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll drop the throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second is Simeon. Going deep here for Landry. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Foreman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Simeon. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Back there, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Gone.
Now it's Simeon off the bootleg. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second quarter in Cleveland. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run. Here's Mack. much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's Simeon. Miller on the catch over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings them 3rd. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off of play action, Simeon. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. The swing pass caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Now he steps away. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A carry for Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Watch it now. All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Simeon. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go.
Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Completion left side to Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
To throw is Simeon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. Well, Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle. Didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for two, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
And New York set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep. He's got him in. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a carry from Mack, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, it's Mack. He's got a first down and much more. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On the run, it's Perkins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because To be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Ravens have opened things up there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Here we go now. 319. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Simeon. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Shift together here from the D-line. Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and long. It's Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now out come the Giants. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. On 1st down, Simeon. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Looks to be right around the 40. A gain of 32 that time. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last throw here for Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air boom, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3.